A World Cup team wakes up in Mexico, gets on a charter flight, crosses a border into a country that is actively at war with their own, plays a football match, then flies back across the border the same night. Iran has qualified for 7 World Cups. They have never once made it past the group stage. Right now, after everything that has happened to them in the last 2 weeks, they are one result away from doing it for the first time in history, but the result might be the least remarkable thing about this story. This is the first time in World Cup history that a host country is set to receive a nation it is actively at war with. The United States, Israel, and Iran are at war, and the U.S. position was clear. Iran's players can compete, but they cannot spend their nights on American soil. Mexico agreed to take them in. The local club Xolos in Tijuana gave them space to train. Iran's schedule became a series of border crossings. Fly in for the match, return to Mexico the same night, repeat for the next game. But here's where it gets interesting. The 127-mile charter flight from Tijuana to Los Angeles before their opening match against New Zealand, a journey that should take under 2 hours, took 5 hours, including security and immigration checks. 5 hours for a 127-mile flight, the day before they had to play. Iran's coach Amir Galanoy called his team the most oppressed team in the whole World Cup. That wasn't frustration talking. That was a description, and that's not even the strangest part. The federation's own president could not get into the country. Iran's vice president, their press officers, multiple staff, all denied U.S. visas. Iran's ticket allocation, meant to be 8% of stadium capacity, was effectively canceled, not reduced, canceled. Then inside the stadium, FIFA banned the lion and sun flag, a pre-revolution symbol that for millions of Iranians represents cultural identity, not politics. Security searched supporters at the gates. Fans smuggled flags in anyway. Broadcast cameras then appeared to deliberately avoid showing Iranian fans, with viewers at home noticing the crowd was almost never shown, despite the roar for Iran's goals being noticeably louder than their opponents. This wasn't an isolated incident, it was a pattern. Iran filed a formal complaint with FIFA. Their request was basic, the same arrival rules as every other team. 1 extra day before matches to recover. FIFA's own regulations say teams traveled to match cities the day before. Iran was being held to a stricter standard with no explanation. Now consider what they produced on the pitch under these conditions. Against New Zealand, Iran came from behind, twice. They drew. Against Belgium, ranked 10th in the world, Taremi had a goal disallowed in the 26th minute after a VAR review. Belgium had a man sent off in the 67th minute. Iran still could not score. They drew again. 2 points from 2 matches. 1 game left against Egypt. A team that has appeared at 7 World Cups and never once advanced beyond the group stage is now sitting in a position where advancement is possible. Iranian midfielder Alireza Jahanbakhsh put it this way: "This is part of our culture. In a difficult situation, we perform better." I think that united us even more. At first, the visa denials, the border crossings, the flag bans, the ticket cancellations, these looked like separate bureaucratic failures, and this is where everything connects. Every single one of them pointed in the same direction. A team being asked to compete while systematically being denied the conditions every other team takes for granted. Sleep in your base camp, have your officials present, bring your flags, stay the night after a match, basic things. Things the other 47 teams never had to think about. Their coach said they just wanted the same procedures for all the other 47 teams. That's it. The same. Not special treatment. Equal treatment. They didn't get it. They competed anyway. And if they reached the knockout stage for the first time in their history, sleeping in Tijuana, crossing a border on match days, without their federation president, without their ticket allocation, without their flag, it will be the most extraordinary result this World Cup has produced. Not just for Iran, for what football is actually capable of surviving. So here's the question. When a team performs despite every obstacle being placed in front of them, what does it say about the institution that placed those obstacles there in the first place?